Of course, you're not drawing so much off of other people's information for any moment or time on this plane. You have experiences, and then you get a curiosity, and you begin to, well, you're collecting information. You can't give it a name at first, perhaps, but it's an experience you're having, and then the more you're doing that, see, that's what you're connected to with the reality of things and the truth coming in, and then you kind of your mind will begin to click on some things. It could interact with the body, perhaps, and because your guts will give you a ping first about now, of course, our favorite subject matter of narcissism. Wanted to. So the way that I just spoke of how that perhaps information would come in about such a thing or anything else, say scientifically, well, this would be especially the phenomenon of people and talking about this field of information that is there because because the human organism exists, in fact, would not be here without them. It's something to contemplate, but that's just the science behind that it is. But the mind, see, it has a capacity to uh, I was almost going to say fail the organism, and it's like, yes, thank you. There is a, a little bit of to me, it's like, well, this is the school you're in, and if you're not aware of how to do this, because then, well, then, then, see, it's important to learn how to move through life, I guess. But God, I wanted to make this video about, okay, so this is about your curiosity. I know people are waiting for a video on narcissism. So, um, I have been doing my own investigating personally at a very close quarters because I'm here on this plane and I'm paying attention. That's all. And narcissism has to do with the two types of people that you can run into on this plane. It's not well known. It is well known amongst the higher minded communities, perhaps, that read Eastern, I was going to say philosophy, but it's more like the gurus that point at the problem, which is the mind itself, and all of the different ways to keep that in check and then become a better intelligence across the board. But you see, so, well, I have personal count where I'm at with it, where we are with it. I consider myself an important presence that can contribute to the scientist, which is a pseudoscience, by the way. But what I mean is the gathering of minds, like Sam Vaknin and such, you know. But so we get controversial when we start to say what I'm about to say. Believe me, I wouldn't want to be me either, and I feel sorry for most people on the planet, everybody who identifies themselves with any one side at any time, because there is something that requires no identification, because it's here now, and that is your purest awareness, and both men and women are capable of achieving that state that is beyond mind. Uh, so this is a very important conversation. But getting back to how dangerous it is for somebody like me. Hi, Jesus. I'll get there in a moment. God, my beard isn't quite coming in yet, but I've been able to kick back a bit, so they're not chasing me down the road yet. You Easterner, you. I know you girls are growing beards. It's cool. What about that? Is that the people have prejudice against it? God, maybe they are. They're like, shave every morning. Anyway, let's get back to Gosh Show. How are you doing? I was trying to reveal, and who does? Who wants to put themselves and say, well, string me up. I just found the problem. It's certain. Now, it's not really that. There is something behind the confusion there that they don't know who their leader is, I'll tell you. They don't know who their leader is, and so then um, if you're misled, you're going to do the strangest things. See, your leader knows better in a way, because they have arrived in a place first that you have yet to arrive. Is actually okay. In the case of what we're talking about is to keep each other safe and have a good experience in life. Um, Basically, if there was a goal, I think that would be it: is to be able to relax and just you are having a great time. If what the fuck you have been doing does not result in you being not only having a great time, but you can transfer that feeling and give somebody a contact high and they have a good time with you. There isn't any kind of coercion or anything that's convincing you that in any way, shape, it's not a gaslight. You get a feeling, and there's no question. At the end of the day, you're talking about your guts and the way you're built to listen with your entire body, not just your mind. There, um, it's going to tell you, boy, that was great, and I want to feed into that, and I want to see where it goes. As far as like, let's acknowledge that we feel great. Joy, babes, and now having said that, knowing that there's two possible types of entities on this plane. One is non-human narcissist, the southerly narcissist, and then the other one is human, the northerly narcissist. It's the one who holds their mind up to the light and says, in fact, doesn't have control over me, babe. I control it. Have a nice day. Um, you don't really control it. I said that completely wrong. What you do is just you see it. You see it and say, you know what? I see that, and I see this. And in fact, I want to let this go because I need my hands free to start actually being present here. I have something. Would you just stay over there and let's open you up a bit and toss what's useful that I'm doing in there every once in a while. So is there a memory? Really? Is there a memory? All right. All right. Let's get going. That was a vital thing that I need to clean up my language. You don't. That's the thing, is that the kids won't get it, and if I don't say that right and say no, in fact, you're not controlling the mind. You have awareness of the mind, and as soon as the mind is seen by itself, what I mean is the mind starts to register its own nature. It collapses. It goes away. What's left is just pure awareness. Now that's when narcissists, or I would say that the average person, of course, gets extreme anxiety if they've never experienced their real lives, which is, I love this part, this moment now. That's the only reason why you want to collapse the mind, is to get involved in being present with reality, which is that space just beyond the nose. It's right now. It's in front of your nose, in between this screen, and it's called now. Now, the living body of Christ.